Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to show you the finished product of what we did last weekend, which was put up these this post and the two beams that are directly above in this party barn that we're working on. They are 10 by 10 red oak beams and posts that came off our property, and they probably weigh between 400 and 500 pounds. They're super duper heavy, but Mark and I did it by ourselves, and we're going to show you the rest of the video how we did it. And if you like our content and you're enjoying what we're doing, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon. We've got a big job ahead of us today. We've been putting this off for a little while, trying to get things set up, but we're getting ready to put our posts and beams in to support the upstairs. I had to take a little Milwaukee chainsaw and cut this notch out. I'll see if I can show you where that's going to tie into. I cut that notch out so it would go in under our wall. Use the little Milwaukee hand planer to smooth it out a little bit. We've got this other beam over here, and we've got to yeah, this is our post, so we've got to cut it off, and we've notched it down here to where we can slide it down the bracket. So But what I've been doing is I've been taking clamps, and maybe we'll show this, and clamping them on here where I can use that chainsaw to stay on my line. So it's just kind of a guide, but we'll go in the building here. Not sure how this is going to work out. We're going to try to do it with this lift, and you can see right here in the floor, we've measured our post out where the post is going to be. Put my legs in here. They're going up, and where we notched that beam, it's going to stick right in there, and that's to support the upstairs when we put the walls up there. We've already got the floor on it. These trusses have a little bit of bow already built into them, and it's came out a little bit, but not much. So I want to go ahead and put the post and beam in before we get to that. And these are our T-brackets right here that we're going to bolt everything together with. So we'll get going, see how everything works out. Hopefully we won't have any catastrophes today. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the clamps. I'm sorry I didn't think to show it on the other one, but I couldn't find any videos on how to put these posts and beams up, and for our application, and who knows, we might end up having a catastrophe today, but that's okay. We'll video it, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this will be a good way to do it. You want to hold the camera while I okay. Hopefully we're pretty square there. So this will be our post. We're going to take it in with the skid steer and then stand it up and hopefully strap it to the front of the scissor lift and set it into the bracket. So we'll get prepped to do that, and we'll be right back.
Okay, so we used our skid steer with the forks on it to get our beam up on top of the lift. And we have it in place, and so Mark's gonna drive it forward, make a turn, and hopefully it'll slide nicely into its little hole. So, what do you think?
Here you go. Let's do this.
Stick the wood in the hole. Yeah, you can smile like that. I've been waiting to use that one all day.
You've been waiting to say that all day?
Something like that.
Okay, I'm running out of space on the memory card.
And it's dying.
So we're going to be a minute, and we're going to do some adjusting here, because it looks like I'm going to have to trim a little off this post. Maybe I can raise it up a little bit. We'll see. And
We use the hand planer
We're
on the top of the post.
sliding in pretty good right here.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
So I'll get the camera back on in just a minute.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Is it really?
Yeah. I feel like this has been a daunting task for you for a long time, and we're doing it today. So. And just like that, the excitement is gone. Mark climbed up to measure and wiggle this into space, into the spot. And we measured the 144 inches, but we measured to the wrong spot. So we are 3.5 inches short on this beam. So we've totally lost this beam that came off our land. So anyway, we will try again. We have one more beam that was gonna finish the kitchen area, but we have one more to fix to get this one right. So we're gonna try to do that right now. Okay, so we could not waste a beam. So we decided, or Mark decided, that we were gonna make this one work. And as you can see, we've got these huge brackets. So this one is offset, it's not in the center, but enough is on it to where we've got the bracket on there. You'll never know that they don't meet in the middle of this post, but we're gonna do another L bracket on this side where the beam was a little short. And then we also decided we were going to build a faux column or a faux post that
It won't be fun.
it'll be real, but it won't be like this.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap some 2x4s. So faux, real, whatever you want to call it.
We might not wrap it. I might just cut another one. But anyway,
So it'll line up to where it can sit more evenly. And since we got this gap, we have some more of those braces that are like an L shape. And so we think that'll cover up our mess up. So at least that way we salvaged our beam, because I really hated to lose a beam that we took off our property. So, and Mark made it work. So perfect.
but I will say you can see that we've got at least 2 inches right now supported, and then we'll go ahead and, like she was saying, we'll put another column out here, and which we weren't planning on. We were planning on it being hidden in the wall, but we'll put another support there, and over here we've got over 2 inches as well And so we're in good shape. But anyway, the other thing is we're building it to be load bearing. And I know this kind of sounds crazy, but these are 30-foot trusses. They're meant to be clear span. But so this is kind of for looks, but at the same time, we want it to be able to help these trusses out when we go building the walls. And you can see we've got it below the stiff legs in the trusses, but I'll put some more boards down through there so it will help it for supporting the load. All right, anything
Thanks
else?
for watching. Well, we're going to try to get this other.
Thanks for watching. We're not done with this
We're not
project.
done yet. We got to do another beam.
Yeah,
So
we got another beam
We got
coming
one more
over there.
beam to go. So, and I think that we will. I think this is going to go smoother. Okay, so we measured twice this time, and we've got our last beam cut for this section, and we've already got it notched, our 3.5 inches that'll set right up underneath the top plate, and hopefully this will like fit right down and fit into the hole just like a glove. But we did measure twice. So we have this side is going to go into the wall, and then this side here is going to rest neatly on our post and butt up against our other beam that we have that will be in the T bracket. So now we're going to load it up onto the lift. That's how we get it in there and get it in position. So we'll video this. Let me go in. Okay, or not. Hang on. Just let me go in. I don't want to go under it. Come in from this side. Clear? Okay. Yeah, over this way. Hey. Oh, it's tight. It is tight. Yeah, here. He's in. Keep coming. Keep coming. Now he's got to get his forks to where it'll sit down nicely on the lift, just like before. That's how we did it last time. Okay, and then he's going to back it into place.
Got it on there.
He feels like that's going to be easier. Whatever. It's more of a backer.
I think she was talking too. Oh well.
Oh, he's talking to you right now.
I think I'm a little off center. I'm going to move it.
I see. Okay. Gets it where he likes it.
That looks better. All right. Shut it off.